and then drain the fluid. Once you have this done, it's just easily take out the gearbox. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Southern Balkan. All by myself. Don't wanna be. 4 bolts out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then disconnect the linkage. It's all the way in here. This one. Just insert the screwdriver and twist it. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. So now, taking off this bolt from the oil pan to loosen the oil feed line from the transmission. Then we took this one out, so we can take out the whole transmission oil feed line, which is also connected in here to the tranny. And on the other side, we've got this feed line as well, and the holder in here, which we are going to take off now. This is right next to the transmission bolt, which holds the ground cable. After taking off the oil feed and return line, we have disconnected whatever the fuck this is. Probably a kick down switch, since
Just pulling it out.
Yeah, just pull it out, and now we're disconnecting the torque converter, which has the bolts right here in this opening. So you just loosen them one after another. You have to have a friend probably having a 27mm on the pulley and turning over the engine, and then you just unscrew. Yeah, just hold the bloody engine just like this, and then you remove the torque converter bolts. Then just disconnect this connector, and
There's supposed to be a yellow plug or yellow some kind of plastic clip, but this one's corroded.
I think it's I swear it was here. It's yeah, it's right here. This shit. It's over here
On this place, just turn it around and just pull it out.
Yeah, pull it out of the.
This one was pretty corroded and just snapped.
Yeah.
But if yours is good, just pull it out.
Yep. The speedo. Sorry. The speedo just pulls out of, where is it? That hole over there. And you just loosen a nut, which is
10 millimeter.
10mm nut on this one, and just take some pliers and pull it out. And then, or before, disconnect the goddamn exhaust. The back part you can just leave in, and we took out the manifold because we wanted to, not because we needed to. You just need to take out the front of the manifold. Yeah, and then yeah, disconnect the drive shaft. It's just these hex, some size, I don't know what, and 17 bolt or nut rather. So we found out you have to unplug this. Where is your throttle body? There's this cable going to the transmission. Just slide your screwdriver in here, twist it, and then pull this down. There's a C-clip that goes in here. There's this, there is a C-clip. You just push it out and then pull the cable down, like so. There it is, down there. And then it should go with the flow. There were also these two vacuum lines. One of these was connected to the throttle body and the other one was going above the brake booster. One of these we pulled out and used the other one to connect those places together so you don't lose vacuum later. Then you're gonna lower the transmission, which you're gonna be doing soon. And disconnect the drive shaft in here, and then the center bearing comes after. So yeah, it's the morning after. And we have already taken out the transmission. We started off with the bottom bolts. Then when we had the starter bolts out, we pulled out the starter motor to disconnect it from the wheel. And then when you're getting to the top, I recommend pulling out this rubber thingy that directs the water away from the car. And basically what we did, we lowered the transmission on a transmission jack, so we gained access to the top bolts and then just pulled it out. What I recommend is when pulling it out, the torque converter is gonna be sticking to the engine a bit, so just pry it out and take it out with it, because if you leave the torque converter in, it's gonna be real tight to pull out the transmission. I think we've done some damage to the body here, yeah, to the color, so I think we're gonna have to fix that before we get that manual in. So yeah, this is where we are right now. Yep. Okay, so what's the game plan right now is to remove this wheel, remove these 8 nuts and install a new flywheel, which is right here. What you're gonna need if you're going to get this from a breaker, you're gonna need probably even these bolts. I don't know, but I got them. But most certainly these, because this is gonna hold the pressure plate in. Next thing you're gonna need is these. Yeah, there's 3 of these, and they go between the shifter and the transmission. These are the shifter linkage. This is the tranny. What I did, I changed all these bushings on these levers. We're gonna change the flex disc over here and the transmission mount. I had it all cleaned up. Then we're gonna install this bearing. It's supposed to be over here holding this. I took it out when I cleaned the transmission. This is the release bearing, which is gonna go on I guess in the motor. I don't know, actually. Yeah, probably in here. Gonna have to confirm that. So the next thing you're gonna need is of course the shifter, which I have right here. I bought this new rubber boot. For the guys who were wondering if the wood shifter surround is the same for the automatic and the manual, the answer is yes. This is my old one. I just got a new one from the breaker and repaired it and use it with the automatic, but now I'm gonna use it with the manual. So it just goes in. I mean, it's probably different for the pre-facelift. Mine is facelift, so it works. The shifter's right here. I've already changed the bushings. Yeah, these bushings, and oh shit, something fell off. No idea where it goes. Next thing you need, probably not the. You don't really need this, because what you have in your car when it's automatic, this is plugged up, and you just snip the tip off and connect a hose which goes from the master cylinder. It's this one. I got this from the breaker. You're gonna need this fitting, which goes, I don't know, into the master or the canister, right here. But you're also gonna need this, whatever it is. Then you're gonna need this spring for the clutch pedal. Of course, the shifter, which I got new, sort of. It's made of Chinesium, I guess. And these retaining clips, which go on the gear shift linkage over here and over here on the transmission. Next thing you're gonna need is this sheet right here. Is gonna go right here. So a lot has happened. We've swapped the old transmission mount with also the new flex disc. Right here is the pedal assembly. Yeah, this is the braking switch. You have to insert the return spring. This is when you take out the original pedal box from the car for the automatic, you're gonna need to transfer the brake light switch, which you can see in the middle right here. And when you get in the pedal box from the breaker for the manual, you're gonna need these two C-clips, of which one goes on the brake pedal. You can see it on the right at the tip of the shaft, and then there's another one that goes on the master cylinder. And then what you're gonna need is this return spring in the middle, which is two-part, or rather three-part: the shaft, the spring, and the stopping end. You're just gonna have to assemble this on site. It's the whole assembly. When you get in the pedal box from the breaker, make sure that you have these C-clips. One goes on the master cylinder. Then you're gonna insert this bit for the line, for the braided line that goes into the canister. Right now we still have the old canister in, but we're gonna exchange it for the new one. We've passed the line through here behind the brake booster. We've gone from the inside, which should be, as you can see right here, next to the steering column. Then we snipped the cables for the connector, 4-pin connector that was mentioned before, that was on the transmission. We're gonna have to bridge these two purple wires. You can't really see it right now, but there are two purple wires. We have to bridge these. These are for the neutral safety switch or the starter inhibitor. That's gonna bypass that, and these two should be, one of these two probably should be for the reverse light switch, which we're gonna have to route route to the shifting mechanism, and yeah, that's about it right now. So we have to swap the canister for the one. You don't have to swap it, you don't need get a new one, you just need to make a hole in here, then you can reuse the old one. But I got the manual one from the breaker, so I got that. So right now we're left with the flywheel in. Yeah, je tam olej. We got... Co? Tak tam asi dolejem, jako něco z toho vyteklo, když jsem to čistil.
Užíváš to, jo?
No tak tam... Nalejem, no. Teď ho tam nalejem? Nebo potom, že říkal Vláďa. Now we're gonna fit this pipe, which had the holder. This which goes over there in the bolt. So we're gonna route it around the gearbox. It's supposed to go like this, and that's gonna go into the cabin. So what we're gonna do is put the whole thing into the car, get new slave cylinder. So we've transferred this holder. Then we have this line. You can buy this whole set over there, but the line that goes into the cabin, into the master cylinder, we had to make from a 5mm or 6mm, I don't know. Yeah, 6mm outside diameter of this brake line, and that's gonna go into the cabin. Righto. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, this is it. Oh yeah. Centrované jak blázen.
Můžeš fotit ještě.
Okay, so guys, we kinda skipped ahead. First you're gonna have to route the clutch line. You're gonna have to make a new one and fit it in here through the inside. Wire up together. When there was this connector on the automatic transmission, we wired up together these two large purple wires, and then on the shifter inside there is a switch which we routed to those two cables which came from here. These were black and purple and yellow and purple, and the brown and purple we left out. So just put in the fucking balls. Sorry, we kinda lost energy and we had no time to film everything. So yeah, the worst part was probably the speedo cable to get it in. We routed it like this. This is the speedo over here. It goes under the clutch line. We secured it in here and in here. Could probably go more, but you shouldn't bend this much. This is pretty bent already. It's supposed to be turning when you're going at speed, so since it's so it doesn't like get out. What is this? What is this? What is this? Ještě mezi plyny si můžu dávat vlastně.